do it, but sometimes stocks just straight up disappear when you play 8BitMan. It is a scary time.
That it is, but I mean, speaking of disappearing acts, I'm fairly certain Luigi's pretty good at making them stocks vanish. So I have to see if Kiyarash versus 8BitMan, who is going to go ahead and take it. Already starting a little bit of a projectile game. Both characters just trying to get that one hit they need. This is going to be a back and forth game. Already getting a couple up tilt combos. He drops it and gets the reverse up airs. You love to see it with Luigi, but the problem is, once you're off stage, you've got to make sure that you expend all your resources to get back, because you do not have great aerial drift.
So far, so good. We really kind of talked about Luigi having the one combo, but it was an excellent string right out the gate that gives Kiyarash like what they needed to kind of have quick advantage, because 8BitMan's just fighting from ledge now.
And now we're at that point where we're going to start to see Luigi toss out a lot of back airs. It's his best spacing tool because it is a bit disjointed, and for a character that lacks those, that is a powerful option. At 130, up smash, and then the back air immediately calling out the jump. That's how you basically bait people to go into the air. You basically say, you can't get grounded options with my up smash. You got to go ahead and jump away from me.
Not to mention the win box and a little bit of invincibility on that down B. The Luigi Cyclone kind of tripped up 8BitMan there. I like the grab, I like the up tilt, but not the up air conversion, unfortunately. Makes it a little bit difficult there. Back air is going to do the trick though. Nice offstage presence, but can 8BitMan kind of sink it in?
Doesn't look like it. The green missile's a little bit more disjointed than people realize. When you don't misfire, you get a fairly generous hitbox in front of you. When you do misfire, for some reason, the hitbox is smaller. Sometimes this game makes me wonder.
The game keeps people guessing, just like sometimes the character itself. But hey, 157%, it's a miracle Kiyarash has kind of lived this long. So far, so good. Excellent advantage. And just kind of scrapping with the Rob.
Did that gyro just kill him?
Yep,
he actually green missiled over the gyro, hit 8BitMan, bounced off the gyro, and didn't have the drift to get back to stage. That is unfortunate right there.
That's the character, baby. Great vertical, but no horizontal on that.
Down tilt into imagination, and 8BitMan continues the combo, gets the lock into the forward smash. This may very well be death, but no, a timely misfire right there. Brings Luigi very nearly back to stage, and 8BitMan cannot get a punish.
Off of just one or two strings is all it takes for 8BitMan to even up the game nicely. Just, hey, everyone's spinning now. Gyro spinning, Luigi spinning, Rob spinning. Let's all spin together, gang.
Uses the gyro to try to get back to stage. Spot dodge, and then immediate into the invulnerable tornado there. Just trying to get a little bit of space here. But it's just not working out. 8BitMan is a sniper with these tops, forcing reset after reset. No double jump. Tries to roll through and gets hit with the down smash. 8BitMan's pressure is insane.
Making it so difficult for Kiyarash here. Now, dropping shield against the spinning arms. Unfortunately, could have gotten a free punish afterwards, but being a little bit too hesitant and just kind of lets it go early. That's so rough.
And then goes for the greediest Cyclone of all time and gets punished for it. Gotta 100%. Dig it.
Let's
down
see.
Throw. Can't get the side B. That's a tech flub. He was trying to do down throw into the NATO to go ahead and finish that stock.
It would have been a good confirm, but unfortunately 8BitMan slippery and a little bit of a miss input on the green missile as well, so kind of a double trouble there.
Empty short hops, and he gets the grab, gets the back air, so that'll finish it up. Now this is an even game, ladies and gentlemen. All Luigi needs is one grab to erase this stock, and we know that this player is technically capable of doing it. This man does not miss his combos often. Gets the grab. Is this it? Gets the down air, gets the reset. He does. I mean, every now and then you got to go ahead and as a commentator say, do I actually want to talk about it? Maybe I shouldn't have that time. I shouldn't have said it.
That's the character. Look at that face. Look at that Luigi face. He's like, oh man, I really, oh sorry Mario, I really hurt my back. Like, come on,
Luigi
man.
just suffered such a goofball. I love the character.
Yeah, look at that goofball on screen right now. Look at that certified goof.
The Luigi Plus actually looks like sad and or embarrassed.
He looks sad. He really does. Like he looks like he really loves this game. He loves playing with his friends, but this is the only way he knows how. And so everyone just hates him for it, and he's just upset. And this is the face of Rob, just emotionless killer, also unloved by many.
Cold, calculating, stuck in the closet because ain't nobody played with an ROB in years.
Yeah. Only had one thing, and it was just Smash 4. Some Wii U's were really like that.
All right, so that was a bit of a telling matchup right there. We had 8BitMan winning neutral and doing a fairly solid job of keeping Luigi out after, say, the first stock and a half or so. It felt like he understood the patterns that Kiyarash liked to play, and he really adapted his gameplay to match that in the latter half of that game. But the problem is, when you're at 0%, you have one goal: do not get grabbed.
Mm-hmm.
He messed up, he got grabbed, and that's the tail of the match.
I'm interested to see if kind of 8BitMan's strategy changes at all there, because at those low percentages, just sit on a platform and just play the runaway game. Like, you do not want to be near Luigi. You do not want to be near his plunger. It is not pleasant. It's not a good time. Just avoid it entirely. And just until you get that like 30, 40%, I'm out.
No matter how goofy the character is, do not underestimate this man up close.
Uh-oh.
And he already used the plunger to get through that projectile attempt and get that string. That was sick, but very good DI that time to 8-bit. When you get grabbed close to the ledge, you just SDI out, hold out as hard as you can, and then just try to fall out.
Thankfully, it's the smaller stage. Counter pick up smash villain. Oh no! Parry the nair into a quick Shoryu. And that's one just stock immediately gone.
I swear, Kiyarash works on his online parry game. It is phenomenal. I do not see a ton of like characters with those early frame up Bs get those kinds of stocks, but Kiyarash is a different beast.
It's not just the Luigi Zero to Death, it's knowing how to get out of disadvantage with a happy smile and a powerful up B.
And now 8BitMan is not really playing a little bit aggressive despite the smaller stage. He basically goes to the corner, fires off a couple projectiles, does a poke or two, tries to open you up, and then he'll back off. I think he kind of got put on notice after that early stock explosion.
It's a wake-up call, for sure. And not to mention the fact that, yeah, Rob's pressure is awesome. It does the trick, that back air, closing out that stock. And even though 8BitMan is losing a bit, I mean, not winning because of that tragic SD, because of that plot armor that 8BitMan has, Rob has the tools to just play from disadvantage by just poking and prodding the Luigi with gyro and laser.
Just hovering, just trying to delay that up as much as possible. He baits out the up B, but can't quite get a punish because Cyclone is very good.
Mm-hmm. Mario cast privilege, as one MDVA resident would say.
Mm-hmm. Air dodge back to ledge. Kiyarash goes high, trying to go ahead and get that forward air. Not quite working out. Back air barely outspaced by 8-bit.
And the kind of the run-in grab, forcing some pressure. The Cyclone once more saving Kiyarash. The plungers get me every time. They're just
sound.
Yeah, just like the goofy sound and just like little plinks of damage.
But those little plinks definitely add up. This is death by 1,000 cuts right here. Great gyro toss again. This man's item game is phenomenal. He's just using it to cover his recovery, which is Luigi's biggest weakness.
You took the tools. You took the words right out of my mouth, and 8BitMan took the game right out of Kiyarash because now it is 1-1 apiece.
So that game, a bit of a disappointment that we got that suicide so early on, but it really did feel like it was relatively even. A great stage counterpick for sure by 8BitMan, though. It felt like whenever Luigi was on the platform and Rob was below him, it just up tilt, up air all day, every day. He allowed him to play a lot more vertical.
Looks like since it's a game 3 situation, it's Kiriyash's counterpick. If you were Luigi, where would you go?
It's a difficult question. I mean, if you go Yoshi's, you get a lower ceiling, which gives you more combo potential to go ahead and get the easy kills. Or I might just go something like perhaps Final, so you don't have to deal with platforms. Luigi on Final can control a lot of space with things like pivot grabs. But the problem is that Rob can also be a terror on that stage. It's a difficult call, and I think that we're going to see that the stage is going to inform the game plan. We'll have to see if Kiyarash has a particular thing in mind that you think he can exploit from 8BitMan's Rob.
These two just sitting there in that arena, thinking it out, making sure that whatever answer Kiyarash picks is the correct one. You don't want to fall into losers this early with so many killers in bracket.
Oh, for sure. This is a deadly one if you want to go ahead and make the long run. But coming down to a game 3, you can't ask for anything better. This one right here is winners round 2. So the winner of this qualifies for a quarterfinals match to make it into top 8. Despite the fact that the bracket is early on, we already have some great competitors mashing it out.
So these two finally getting into it. Looks like game 3 is here. Are we going to see some SDs? Are we going to see some insane 0-to-deaths from either side of the bracket? Let's find out, Scabs.
I mean, 8BitMan's been holding it in his back pocket so far, so perhaps he's saving some flash for the last game of the set.
Very well could be. Small battlefield. It's what we saw last set as well. Kind of a stage is getting a little bit more popular, and it's basically just PS2, which is a wonderful stage, but just a little bit in bite-sized form. And this is the careful poking and prodding that we expected to see. 8BitMan doesn't want to play the game against the Luigi that can kill them with a single touch.
I mean, if this man was really going for it, he would just not put the gyro down and allow Luigi to fireball him 3 or 4 times. That's the optimal one. It's like, all right, you can deal me damage because then I don't have to deal with your combo.
Exactly. Just it's a penalty, but it has good payoff.
And look at how safe 8-Bit is playing. Like, this is just phenomenal. He's just gyro out, block the projectiles, get a laser in if Luigi tries to dash at you. But the problem is that if your shield pressure is unsafe, Luigi's combo game does not just extend out of grab.
A little bit of custom creative combos there from Kiyarash. Good work. Has 8BitMan still in the corner and has gyro on board, which kind of removes one of the big options from 8BitMan. Quick berry into a fun little extension, but not much after that.
That side B was a bit of an interesting option. Are we going to get the up B?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. So Luigi kill confirms on deck, and 8BitMan now in an awkward spot where he wants to finish this stock as soon as possible. Great jumping tornado, though, getting around that edge guard attempt by 8-Bit.
But a careful song and dance right now. 8BitMan doesn't want to overcommit, doesn't want to find themselves losing another stock here after already being down 1. And just eager to press buttons against Kiyarash, hoping that they make one first.
Do it again.
I'll show you. Back to back. That is what you want to see. Kiyarash is doing amazing this game through, and 8BitMan just has to sit to the platform and think about what just happened.
Do forget, this man's got that sweet chin music to play for you. Good lord, Luigi out here throwing hooks like it's his job.
Professional ghost hunter picking up some little extra cash, getting rid of some over-hazard appliances as well. Oh, can that be it? No, not quite. Kiyarash is just tanking this entire stock.
Tries to get the down tilt, but not quite tripping, so 8-Bit, he really keeps backing off. He can't press his advantage, because if he knows if he does, and he's off by just a little bit, Tornado's going to come out, or Crab's going to come out, and his stock's going to go.
Kiyarash is running forward, happy to be there. 8BitMan just sick of this, happy to poke and prod constantly, creating the pressure. A little bit more fun custom combo, and is that going to do it? Yes, it will. Immediately off the top, that is goodbye to Kiyarash, or goodbye to 8BitMan as Kiyarash continues into this winner's bracket.
You know, I thought that he'd learn. I thought that he learned that this man's combo game can start from anything, that the touch of death is inevitable if you play unsafely around that shield, but unfortunately 8BitMan has a little bit more studying to do.